It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Two men have been arrested after they allegedly tried to smuggle a loaded gun, cocaine and almost $5,000 in cash into Cessnock jail. The 26 and 22-year-olds from Sydney were arrested while driving into the prison's car park on Saturday. Joanne Elliott from Police Headquarters says both men are facing a raft of charges,
including outstanding warrants, firearm offences and possessing a prohibited drug and possessing introduction of a prohibited drug into a correctional facility. They were both refused bail. They were due to appear in Maitland Court yesterday.
Police are still looking for two runaway teenage girls who may still be in the Newcastle area. 14-year-olds Nikita Brandon and Rachel Woodhouse were last seen by relatives last Monday afternoon in Muswellbrook. They haven't been seen or heard from since, and police are concerned for their welfare. Meanwhile, a large ground and air search has failed to find a missing 12-year-old boy at Carryong on the Central Coast. Several boating incidents around the Hunter in New South Wales have led to the introduction of boating education officers in hotspots along the coast. Roads and Maritime Services has confirmed 13 of these positions are being created across the region to help promote boating education and safety. New South Wales Maritime Director Angus Mitchell says these officers will educate all boaters on good boating practice.
Now, their role is specifically to educate boaters really on safety and good boating practices. Now, that trial, as I said, has lasted for 18 months. That has been so successful that we've turned some of those now into permanent appointments. So we now have 13 permanent boating education officers throughout the state.
New figures show pay rises are becoming scarce for workers in the Hunter. A report by Forsyth's Recruitment has found average salaries in Newcastle went up by just 1% last financial year, while wages went down by 3% in the Hunter Valley. However, the outlook for some industries isn't so bad, with predictions of a modest pay increase for those who deal with change management in the technology, finance and HR sectors. Road trippers in the Hunter Valley will be looked after, with Cessnock City Council installing new infrastructure for recreational vehicles. RV dump points at Branxton and Kurri Kurri are already in use, with further upgrades expected over the next 12 months. Cessnock Recreation and Community Facilities Coordinator Nathan Everly says expanding the region's accessibility to RVs opens up the area to a new range of tourists.
It's a growing market, just trying to attract a different demographic to the area, offering different accommodation options as well.
Both Singleton RSL and Hunter Legacy Appeals Fund will receive funding through the Department of Veteran Affairs Building Excellence and Support and Training Program. BEST grants assist the voluntary ex-service organisations to help the veteran and defence communities access certain entitlements and services. The funding will help provide advocacy and support services for veterans and their families.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor Warners Bay Sports Club.
Newcastle Knights centre Dane Gagai is out of hospital but will need further tests by a cardiologist after suffering heart problems in Saturday night's 30-2 win over the Titans, while Rick Stone is weighing up his dummy half options for this week's clash with South Sydney after Tyler Randall was knocked out mid-game.
Obviously he'll have to go through a procedure as per normal. I think Clydesdale might be available next weekend, so that might give us another option as well.
Lambton Jaffers coach David Tanchevsky believes they're primed to challenge Edgeworth for the competition leader, the Northern New South Wales Premier League, after a 2-0 victory over Broadmeadow, while Adamstown beat Edgeworth 2-0. And 43-year-old former Kiwi international and Knights prop Craig Smith showed he still has what it takes, helping Lakes United to a 12-6 victory over Wests in the real NRL. Meanwhile, South Newcastle edged out the Maitland Pickers 22-12 at Maitland Sports Ground on Saturday. To NURFM News Time 26-7.